And we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders with Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Now 2nd and 3. To throw is Daniels.
Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Bronco switch.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
3rd and 6.
To the air goes Daniels. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Washington going to send out their punter.
As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is brought in at the 21.
Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. To throw, here's Ward. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Ward. He'll try and do this himself.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders' offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Alert! Alert!
They'll try the left side. Smiley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. But you look at this defense. They come into this one ranked #5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line.
And this will be scooped up by the defense. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt, and that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Here comes third down and 7.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 7.
Here's Daniels. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
His kick is good.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Muscles by at the 25.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
Here we go. Cowboy.
Now Hall to start the drive.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 27-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Craig. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Hall. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Here's Ward. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 1-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Smiley. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Throwing now is Daniels.
A beautiful fake. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
give up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Hall again.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Throwing now, Ward. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Daniels looking to throw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Now Daniels.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
He's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Smiley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Chandler. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Up the middle they go. Smiley. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
70.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He'll try and do this himself.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown! A big play there. 71 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the defense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Smiley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
19.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Leo Chenal. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
From the midfield strike, they look to throw. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So these two teams off to their locker rooms for halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Second half starts with a run by Hall.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, here's Ward. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Pass all 80.
38-yard line.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Commanders' 1st down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Smiley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Let's go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there.
hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Off play action, Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Throwing is Ward. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7.
Ready.
Here's Hall again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a give to Hall. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Come on, come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check out.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ward. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll bring him back within 4. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Hey!
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hot 70, hot 70.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready?
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
A handoff for Hall.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
14 more yards. And the 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This is Hall. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready? Get up.
They'll try the left side. It's Craig. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go. Start. Ready?
Hall again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
Cam Ward.
His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
27, Washington 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Looking to put a drive together.
Play action. Now it's Daniels.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 12. And the Washington 1st down.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, Smiley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Second down and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Smiley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Hey, check that.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Commanders first down.
They'll run on first down. Smiley. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Up the middle they go. Smiley. And he's taken down inside the 30.
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
Now a handoff up the middle. Smiley stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 5.
Hey,
Up the middle they go. Smiley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Oh, heck of a move. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Now first and goal.
And the Commanders first down.
no.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And is it fighting for the end zone? He lost the football. It's out.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Back to throw.
Now Daniels going to keep it.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Let's go now.
They go play action with Ward.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
Now Ward.
And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, This is NFL football at its best. Here's third down.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. Smiley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Daniels. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Here comes 2nd down.
Back to throw. Daniels. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. The conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They'll try the left side. Craig. And a nice spin into some open field.
And this is a touchdown. That's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Daniels. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
3 plays and it's
Daniels going to throw for it. That's into the hands of the rookie from Florida.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these 2 teams, they had fun getting dirty out there.